everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Vlogmas 2023. This is honestly probably going to be one of my most honest and vulnerable videos. I have been struggling with a lot, and I just kind of wanted to share it with you guys. I wasn't planning on sharing this because I have always been a person that doesn't like to be a burden on others or make anyone worried or concerned. And it's so hard for me to even talk about this. It's such a layered topic to talk about mental health, and I know I've talked about mental health before on my channel. Now that I am trying to heal my own mental health and kind of start that journey, I think it would be a huge disservice to not talk about this very serious topic with you guys. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I deal with a lot of anxiety, and it is something that has never been super debilitating for me. I've always been a highly functional, anxious person, and highly anxious functioning people, it can manifest in very interesting ways. And I think for me, for sure, it was very much hyper fixated on my career and my job and just being great at everything that I was handed, and it was a lot of pressure. As you guys know, with my journey, obviously I left the corporate world, which was very stressful for me. I didn't explain the mental toll it was having on me because I never liked to be a complainer. I have always felt very privileged and lucky to live the life that I have, even though I've worked really hard to get to where I am, but it felt stupid to me to complain about something as silly as my mental health or how I'm feeling. And that is just something I grew up on. It was just how I was raised, and a lot of your childhood beliefs kind of shape who you are as a person. Recently, I've been struggling with my anxiety a lot, and I did have a panic attack recently that was really scary. And I don't normally get panic attacks, but when they do happen, I get really scared and I have residual anxiety for a bit, and then I'll feel drained for a few days and kind of snap out of it. But lately, she has not been snapping back. And I had to take a moment and be like, whoa, why am I feeling this way, and why am I having these thoughts? And it's been such a weird journey right now. I personally deal with a lot of health anxiety, which means unusual body sensations will give me anxiety. If I get lightheaded or dizzy, I'm like, oh my God, am I dying? Or, my mind always goes to the worst situation possible. And also, what is so wild about anxiety, which I've learned recently, is anxiety can manifest itself into physical symptoms. So sometimes I would get anxious because my heart was going like this, and that is actually can be a symptom of anxiety. Why do I feel this way when I feel like everything is going right in my life? I was not feeling myself for the last few weeks. I was crying, I was having anxiety. Obviously, you guys only see a very small aspect of my life that is filmed by me and edited by me. So there's just so much that gets lost. And I just feel like I am a person that literally contains so many multitudes. I feel very deeply and I care a lot. And sometimes it's such a curse, but I know it's a blessing to feel in such a way that I feel, but sometimes it can get very overwhelming. I noticed that I was sleeping in all the time. I still haven't unpacked my things. Felt very low, and I felt very dark. It's definitely something that I have not experienced before, and it was really scary, and I just wasn't feeling myself. Of course, I don't want to get emotional on this video because I feel like I'm not the type of person to pull out the camera when I'm crying, and I don't like sharing that side of myself. I want this to be a very real conversation versus me crying and talking to the camera when I'm very emotional, even though I feel very emotional right now. Basically, I just haven't really felt like myself recently. This is a very recent thing. My anxiety was definitely adding to my depression. I was just feeling kind of hopeless. Why do I feel anxious? Why do I feel this way? And being really hard on myself. I am my number one bully. I am constantly targeting myself for no reason, or really extremely hard on myself. I have always been this way. Whenever I would feel like I wasn't being productive, I would be so hard on myself for simply resting. Like literally anytime I would be like watching my favorite show or unwinding, there would just be that voice in the back of my head that was just like, you should be filming, you should be this, you should be grateful, you should be productive, you should be posting more, you should be doing this. And it just turned into such a dark cycle. And it's just so hard with being on social media, because social media can become a 24-hour job. And I've tried to have good and healthy boundaries with myself with social media. And I also feel like I created this community that I love and respect you guys so much. And I just feel like I'm letting you guys down when I'm not posting or not feeling myself or not sharing my life. And it's just been very hard for me lately. I'm just being so fucking real with you guys. Like it's been really hard, and I've had to make major decisions. And you know, coming into adulthood, you kind of have to parent yourself, which sucks, because I kind of wish I could just be a kid and be taken care of. But you know, I've always had to take care of myself like this. I've always had to parent myself. I've always had to educate myself, and it sucks. It sucks being an adult, you know, doesn't necessarily have the family that's able to parent you and guide you and support you. And, you know, I am very blessed to have amazing friends. That being said, I actually visited my doctor and I told him everything I was going through and was very transparent. And the doctor did suggest some anti-anxiety medication. I have been taking the anti-anxiety medication for about a week now. And I don't necessarily want to say what I'm on, because I don't want any negativity because of my health anxiety. So respectfully, I'm not going to disclose that yet. I might at a later date. This medication, I know a few of my friends are on it and their lives have improved so much, and even I've seen a big change in them. And you know, medication was something that I had a huge stigma about not taking. I've always practiced obviously spiritual beliefs, and for me, my anxiety was so manageable because, you know, I did the work, I did the meditations, I did the breathing, and I did the exercises. And you know, once those tools are not working anymore, you're gonna need the medication. And you know, there's such a weird stigma about taking medication for your mental health, and I feel like that should be removed. And definitely someone very close to me always talks about mental health and talks about their medications all the time. That really opened my eyes to how normalized it should be to taking these medications and feeling like it is an option. I just wanted to say, if you guys are not feeling like yourself, or you guys have been struggling with anxiety or depression, you are not alone. A lot of us go through it, especially people on social media. It's not always all sunshines and rainbows all the time. It may look like that. Like, even I was just looking at my channel, it just looks like I'm just living my best life, but the reality is not true to the 10 minutes you guys see. Like, you guys don't see the nights I'm having anxiety or feeling very low. And the thing is, with like sharing that type of content, I think there's such a beautiful way to share that type of content and messaging. But you know, I also feel like sometimes it's very performative. I don't know how these girls will have depression and then do like a 12-step routine, because currently with how I feel, I'm lucky to leave the bed sometimes with the moods that I'm in. And then, you know, when I go on YouTube and I type in like depression vlog or something, they're like drinking green juice and working out and getting out of the house, which obviously are amazing things to get you out of your slump. But I'm like, how do you guys have the energy or will to do that? I don't ever want to be performative talking about mental health, and just know anything I talk to you guys about or share with you guys comes from such a like authentic place. I'm learning as I go every day, and you know, this human experience really sucks sometimes. I don't know why things are the way they are, but all I know is we're on this journey together. If you are struggling with your mental health, please, I implore you to please reach out to loved ones, people who care about you, friends, and let them know you're struggling. That was something that was so hard for me, to let my friends know that I was not feeling well and not feeling myself, and I just didn't want to worry them. That was my biggest concern, because being the emotional rock of the friend group is really hard. Not me starting Vlogmas on a depressing mood. That being said, I am going to attempt to do Vlogmas still. YouTube has always been an outlet for me that has brought me so much joy and peace, and during COVID when I started, it gave me a sense of purpose, and I hope to return to that sense of purpose with continuing to vlog throughout Vlogmas. But also, that being said, my body is adjusting to this new medication, and the first 3 days were nightmarish. I was literally like pretty much asleep the whole day. I also have started legitimate talk therapy, which I've never done before. I've only done like kind of like online therapy, like BetterHelp. So I am excited for that journey. Obviously, all my friends have therapists and they love talking to them and healing their inner child and their wounds, and hopefully it's something that will be helpful for me, and I hope you guys are in good spirits. Please send me all of the positive energy and love. I really need it. Even though I've been depressed for the last few weeks, I have been vlogging a little bit, so I'm going to insert those clips in here just as a little treat for this first Vlogmas, just to get those clips out of the way. Hello everyone, welcome to my first official vlog in my new apartment. I have still clearly not unpacked, and I have a lot of unpacking to do. This year just doesn't feel like Halloween. I didn't even get a costume that I like this year, which is so unlike me because I love dressing up for Halloween and I just love the spooky vibes. I haven't even watched a lot of spooky things this year. Today, I'm going to have a fun little fall festivity day with Remy, Chesco, and Cheryl. Today, a local bookshop called Skylight Books is having like a 25% off sale. So I'm actually meeting up Chesco and Cheryl there, and we're gonna grab some books and some goodies, and then we're gonna head over to Remy's for the start of our fall festivities. Obviously, you guys are invited with me, so come along with me. If you haven't had any fall festivities, well, now you have some plans. So you're coming with me, besties. Hello everyone, look who is here, Miss Chesco and Miss Cheryl. But we just left Skylight Books. I got 3 books. I'll show you guys as soon as we're at Remy's house, because we gotta get going. We came to Chili's for the Barbarella's margaritas. We're running over. We made it to the Chili's.
I said, what do you want for lunch? I was thinking maybe a CPK, maybe like a...
You did not expect this.
Cafe. Yeah, he said Chili's. I said, let's go.
Did I order a trick-or-rita? Yes, I did.
Trick-or-treat.
Sorry, trick-or-treat-a-rita.
Yeah,
Look at this.
right.
There's a Henny-rita.
Yeah.
A Henny-rita. Show. Cheryl, show us. Oh my god.
I'm so excited.
Can I get that trick-or-treat-a-rita? And the Henny-rita? The Henny-rita looks crazy. The trick-or-treat-a-rita has arrived. Look at this. This is beautiful. I'm scared. I'm gonna go in raw. We're not even gonna mix it. Oh wow, it's actually really good. It's kind of lemonade-y. It's giving the We just made it to the pumpkin patch. I am so excited. It's kind of windy. I'm about to blow away, but we're gonna get some cute pictures. Perhaps get a pumpkin. We're trying to get into the spirit, you know? We're finally at the pumpkin patch. Everything is so cute. Please look at these giant pumpkins. Welcome! Welcome to a new vlog! So today we're helping Remy decorate her house for Christmas. So we have all of the decorations here. She got it out of her like moving storage.